Hello everyone and welcome to IRA Tutorials. I am Aarti Naik and today I am going to teach you class 6 subject English unit 3 3.2 topic 7 sisters. This is a very beautiful lesson with which you can learn several beautiful parts of India. Okay? So let us start with 7 sisters. Hello everyone. Have you guessed who we are? We are the seven sisters of Northeast India, still unexplored, isolated territories to most of you and to the rest of the world. That means this part of India is unexplored. That means very few people have seen it, observed it, or traveled it. Our sister Sikkim lies to the north, but we seven sisters are contiguous to each other. That means they are connected to each other. We are famous for our natural beauty, lush forests, and wild animals, as well as our colorful costumes, traditional jewelries, exotic flowers, and our own unique dance and music. Nature lovers have designated our whole area as one of the world's biodiversity hotspots. Now, we will introduce ourselves one by one. That means, in this lesson, you are going to collect the information about the seven states which are present in northeast of India. How they are unique? They are unique because of their natural beauty. Lush forest, wild animals, colorful costumes, traditional jewelries, exotic flowers, that means beautiful, extremely beautiful flowers, and their dance and music. These people are something different, and one can visit this place and one can enjoy this their culture as a being Indian. We must visit that place. Now, one by one, each seven state as they are always together, they here we are calling these seven states as the seven sisters. One by one the sisters are going to give us their introduction. Okay, so let us start first with Arunachal Pradesh. Hi, they call me the land of rising sun, the land of the dawn lit sun. I am Arunachal Pradesh. So with this you might have understood that what question can be created, what Arunachal Pradesh is known, how the Arunachal Pradesh is known as. So Arunachal Pradesh is known as the land of the rising sun or the land of the dawn lit sun. My people are simple and hospitable. Hospitable means always ready to welcome others. They belong to many tribes speaking their own languages. That means in Arunachal Pradesh different tribe people are living and they are speaking different languages. Their diet is largely made up of rice with fish, meat and many green vegetables. And a popular dish is momos, steamed buns with meat or vegetable stuffing. I am a nature lover's heaven. That means the people who love nature, this place is heaven for them. My land is spotted with monasteries, lush green forest, lakes, waterfalls, deep river valleys. Monasteries are the places where temples are there of Lord Buddha. In my limestone caves known as Tepnuru and forest reserves, you will find a great variety of wildlife. You must make it a point to visit 400 years old Buddhist monastery at Tabang and enjoy cultural festival at Zairo. Zairo is the place where cultural festival takes place. Don't miss the Namadapa Tiger Project. You are also welcome to many wildlife sanctuaries and national parks where you may see rare animals, birds, and plants. I am also home to India's first orchid sanctuary. So, here in Arunachal Pradesh, so many things are there which you can visit. So, as a tourist, you can enjoy this place because here so many things are there to visit. For example, Buddhist monastery is there, then Namadapa Tiger Project is there, cultural festival is there, wildlife sanctuaries and national parks are there, where you can see rare animals, birds and plants. And this is the home of India's first orchid sanctuary. So you can enjoy all natural things in Arunachal Pradesh. That is all about Arunachal Pradesh. Now let us move towards the second sister, Assam. Friends, I am Assam, also known as a home. You will find my land between the beautiful valleys of Brahmaputra and Barak rivers. They call me the gateway to the seven sisters. My people are very hospitable. That means people, those who are living in Assam, are also always ready to welcome the guest. If you come here, you can enjoy the cuisines with which has its own distinctive aroma and flavor. Cuisine means different dishes, and these dishes have different smell and different flavor. I am known for my artistic heritage, exotic dance forms, and elegant temples. So, why Assam is famous? Assam is famous for artistic heritage, exotic dance forms, and elegant temples. The rivers ensure that my territory is lush and fertile, with wetland, orchards, tea estate, and scenic forest and parks. Kaziranga National Park and Manas National Park are World Heritage Site. My picturesque landscape, that means if anybody means it, this is the very beautiful place of for the painters, or if you want to take your pictures in nature, this is the very good place of a golden green rice fields and landscape tea estate is awesome to behold. And you know, Assam tea is world famous. That means Assam is world famous for tea also. So if you visit this Assam, you don't want to leave this place because of the natural and scenic beauty. The Brahmaputra is Assam's lifeline. The land is also rich in petroleum, natural gas, coal, limestone, and other minor minerals. My hand woven silk are exquisite with natural colors and design. They say our women weave fairy tales on their looms. That means handloom, whichever cloth is made there, silk cloth, and on that silk cloth they were means they are making the fairy tales on the looms. Assam silk fabric, eri, muga, and pat are the most sought after silk in the world of fashion. I am known as a land of fairs and festivals. So many festivals you can see that celebrated with great enthusiasm in Assam. The major festival of Assam is Bihu. So Bihu is the major festival of Assam. Cane and bamboo are the inseparable part of my life. As souvenirs, you can take the jappi, that means traditional sunshade, and mask. Don't forget to visit Ahom palaces. So palaces are there. So if you visit Assam, don't forget to visit these palaces. Now third sister is Meghalaya. Now let us see more information about the Meghalaya state. Hello friends, I am abode of clouds, that means Meghalaya. Meg means what? Clouds, and Alaya means the house. So this is the house of the clouds. My capital city, Shillong, is called Scotland of the East because its highlands, fog, and scenery. My people speak English, Khasi, Panar, and Gairo. I am overwhelmingly beautiful, and everything here is impossibly green and alive. The rolling mist in the valleys and undulating hills, numerous lakes, waterfalls, caves, scarred forest, and exotic flora and fauna are fascinating. That means those who will visit this Meghalaya, they don't want to leave this place because it is wonderful and beautiful. Here, zoom or shifting cultivation is practiced even today. Zoom or shifting cultivation means what? Some saplings are prepared in one plot and after that they are shifted into another place for agriculture. That is called zoom cultivation. I have lovely mountains with stretch of valleys and highland plateaus. The rock formations here contain rich deposits of valuable minerals like coal, limestone, uranium, and sillimanite. I have many rivers. Please come to see Cherrapunji. Cherrapunji is the wettest place on the earth. You can enjoy the forest and sacred groves here. I boast of several national parks. That means many national parks are there in Meghalaya and wildlife sanctuaries are also there. Friends, you would be amazed. Friends, you would be amazed to see the Keram Para, which is the longest cave, and Sairang Pamyang, which is the deepest cave. You can enjoy the panoramic view, that means beautiful view of Bangladesh from here. Do come to this pine fresh mountain state during the Bangala festival in autumn. In autumn, one festival is celebrated that is known as Bangala, and this is the correct time to visit Meghalaya. Now, fourth sister is Manipur. What Manipur is saying to us, let us see. Hey, I am the fourth sister, Manipur, the jeweled land. That means I am proud to be the jewel of my mother, India. I am also known by my nicknames that Kangalipak or Sanalibak. That is the nickname of Manipur. My capital is Imphal, where you can see the cyclist velodrome. That means beautiful roads are there and cyclists are always roaming there. Many of my people belong to Mithi Mithi ethnic group and speak Mithi, that means Manipuri language. I have the credit of introducing polo to the European. Polo is the game and this game is introduced by Manipur to the European. My people's staple diet consists of rice, fish, large variety of leafy vegetable. That means both aquatic and terrestrial leafy vegetables. But our cuisine is so different from the rest of India due to the use of various aromatic herbs and roots that are peculiar to my state. That means how we in other states we are using uh, uh, different spices. Here herbs are used to make food more tasty and aromatic. Blessed with an amazing variety of flora and fauna, I am home to the host of rare endemic plant and animal life here. So here rare animal and plants are available. A treat for the eyes is Cubul Lamajo National Park, an abode of the rare and endangered species of brow-antlered deer. This ecosystem contains 17 rare species of mammals. It is the only floating national park of the world. You should come to see the Loktak Lake and floating island. So this is the why this place is famous, because this is the um, in world only this is the first floating park you can see in India. So this is the floating national park which is present in Manipur. Our Manipuri dance is one of the most acclaimed classical dances of India. The folk dance of tribal people captivate the beholders with their exotic costume and simple but graceful rhythm. You should not fail to witness the Manipuri martial art Thangta and Sarit Sarit Sarak. These are the martial arts. So you can enjoy it in Manipur along with the dance. Now this is the fifth sister of Northeast, that is Mizoram. Hello, I am Mizoram. Mizoram implies land of the hill people, referred to as a kus- kuskis. I invite you to see my land of lush hills, sheer cliffs, then serene lakes, waterfalls, rolling hills stretch across hundreds of miles, and plains and valleys are covered with lush forests and thick bamboo groves, green paddy fields, vineyards teeming with diverse wildlife. That means full of diverse wildlife. My regret is that not many of you come to visit me. Well, traveling in Mizoram is a little difficult, but it has its own rewards. The natural beauty here is exquisite and must be seen to be believed. That means many impossible things you can see here, and it is difficult to believe us. Though it is very difficult to travel there, but after traveling you can realize that how you enjoyed it. My capital is Aizwal, and from its scenic location you can get a captivating view of lush emerald Talbang River Valley in the west and the Tuiral River Valley in the east. The museum in the heart of the city, Zarkwat, then portrays the culture of Mizoram with a splendid collection of costume, artifact and historical relics. The Palak Lake is the biggest in the Mizoram and cover 30 hectares, that means 74 acres. Do you know that it is believed that the lake was created as a result of an earthquake or flood? Champai with the fertile vineyard is known as the fruit bowl of Mizoram. I am also host of numerous species of bird, wildlife and flora. You can visit the 2 national parks and 6 wildlife sanctuaries here. Mizo is the official language and the most widely used language of the Mizoram. So here we have learned about the 5 sisters of Northeast, and each are having different aspects which are making us more curious about the place. Now, sixth sister is Nagaland. Hello, I am Nagaland, one of the smallest state of India, called the Switzerland of the East. Here we have a land of folklore passed down through generations, with music as an integral part of our life. The executively picturesque landscapes and vibrantly colored sunrise and sunset, lush the verdant flora, make my land unimaginably beautiful. That means you can't imagine that how one place can be this much beautiful. The state capital of Kohima, the state is mostly mountainous. Mount Saramati is the highest peak with the height of 3840 meters, and its range form a natural barrier between Nagaland and Burma. There are over 16 tribes and sub-tribes that inhabit my exotic hill state, each with its own unique, colorful and interactively designed costumes, jewelry and beads that adorn them. Today, many of my young people have ventured into fashion designing, creating fabrics and blend our traditional motifs with modern appeals. So much so, I have become a paradise for those who are into fashion designing. People refer to me as an affluent fashion station of East. So, this is the unique thing about the Nagaland. My land is an ideal place for trekking, rock climbing, jungle camping, and offer limitless exploration possibilities in its lush and verdant subtropical rainforest. Here we have an abundance of medical herbs too. I am known as the falcon capital of the world. The great Indian hornbill is one of the most famous birds found here. Nagas by nature are lover of fun and frolic here. Nagas means the people of Nagaland. By nature, they are the lover of fun and frolic, and here life is one long festival. Dance and songs are a part and parcel of our festivities. Most of our dances are performed with the robust rhythm. If you love a colorful life and appreciate ethnic costume and tradition with their unique song, dances and festivals, you must come to our Naga Heritage Village, which showcases our cultural heritage. Do come and participate in our great Hornbill Festival. Now, last sister is Tripura. Hello, I am Tripura, the third smallest state in the country, bordered by Bangladesh to the north, south, and west. Tripura means three cities. Tripura also means near water. Some scholars also believed that the land was ruled in ancient times by the king named Tripur, from whom my name emerged. That means there are three different stories are there for the name of the city the state, that is Tripura. In Tripura, three important cities are there. That's why it is known as Tripura. Or it is near the water. That is also another meaning of Tripura. And it was ruled by the Tripur king. That's why also it is known as Tripura. My land has three distinct geographical zones. First, the hill ranges which run from north to south, the undulating plateaus, and third is low-lying alluvial plains. Many rivers nourish my land and sustain the activity of my people. Chief among them are Gautami, the Mahuri, and Feni. These are the river. Because of that, this state is very prosperous. Rice, cotton, jute, tea, tobacco, all seeds are grown here. The Kokborok speaking Tripuri people are the major group among the many tribes and sub-tribes. Bengali and Manipuri people have coexisted in peaceful harmony with the people of Tripura for generations. That means they are living very happily with each other in Tripura. I am rather difficult for you to access because only one major road or national highway connects my land with the rest of the country. Agartala is my capital city. People come to visit me for ecotourism and archaeological tourism. My lush tea gardens and wildlife sanctuaries and my specially set up eco parks are a great attraction, as are the famous rock carving Deotamura. The Neer Mahal is the gorgeous red and white water palace, empty but shimmering on its own island in the lake of Rudrasagar. People of all community and tribes participate in state festival like Garia, Durga Puja, Buddha Purnima, then Karachi, then Paus Sanskriti, then Biju, or Christmas. Come and visit me. You will be fascinated by my rich cultural heritage, beautiful palaces, wildlife sanctuaries, historical temples, palaces, and museums. My folk dances will enthrall you, and my people will welcome you with warmth and courtesy. So, all other places, means all the seven sisters, we learn about them, are very, very extremely beautiful. And here these states are in this lesson, it is shown that states are conversing with us and they are giving their own importance to us. So if we want to visit any of these places or all of these places, we will be lucky to see all the natural beauty in India. I hope that you might have understood this lesson. If you have any difficulty, do write in comment box, and don't forget to subscribe my channel, share it, like it. Thank you.